As a coach, you go through periods of installation where you talk to your players, and individually by position, you go through and break down what they're supposed to do and their responsibility and their role. And you don't talk to the offensive linemen about what the cornerbacks are going to do. You don't tell the wide receivers what the safety's job is. They each have their individual position, and for each individual position, if you try to get into all those things and you try to tell them everything they're doing, most of the time your kids can't grasp that and they don't really understand why that pertains to them or what difference it makes. And really, sometimes it might confuse them. All they know is that what they're doing right now, what they're supposed to do, is supposed to work for the good of everybody and for the good of the team. And if you sit down and you go through install and you put the piece of the puzzle from the offensive line together, and you put a piece of the puzzle from the running back together, and then you bring in the wide out, and you have the tight end, the quarterback, and then you snap the ball, everything works in unison for the good of that play. Now, they don't individually understand or know what the other one are necessarily doing. They just know that what's happening with them right then, that's working together for the good of that play. You and I see our faith is like that, and God's promised us that all the things that are happening in our lives, that we may not know, other things that are happening around us, we may not know why something's happening, whether it's good or bad, or maybe for us it may seem insignificant in the moment, but God has promised that He's working all things out for the good of those that love us. And Paul says that in Romans 8:28. He says that we know that all things work for the good of those that love God. And so God's promised that no matter what it is that you're going through, maybe it seems like trials, maybe it seems like a test, maybe it seems like hard times and something tough that you're dealing with, maybe it's good times and something that you can praise and be excited about. All those things, good, bad, and different, they're all working for your good, and God's made that promise to you, and you can rest on that. And when you trust that no matter what it is, you look past the here and now and you think, I don't understand, but God, I'm going to trust that you're working this out for my good. There's a lot of rest in that, and there's a lot of peace knowing that you don't have to orchestrate the things to try to maneuver, manipulate things to work to your good. You can just rest in knowing that God's promised that He'll do that. So rest in that promise today of Romans 8:28, that all things are working for your good. Thanks for tuning in today. We hope that you'll go on Facebook and Twitter, follow us, like our page, and go to YouTube and sign up for emails so that when we release a video, you'll be one of the first to know. Thanks for tuning in.